It's another pedal which is probably massively famous, which I have never heard of.
Let's get our frolicking on.
Get it on, baby. Hello, welcome to the Distorted Trumpet Show. My name's Phil.
I'm JJ.
And we are back with another adventure in pedal land to find out what is in the magic guitar case of truth to have some fun and frolics with.
Let's get our frolicking on.
Get it on, baby.
Alright, there's no messing around.
Show me what you got.
What's in the guitar case of truth this week?
Drum roll, please.
What
What do we got? What do we got? It's blue, green, greeny. It's it's another pedal which is probably massively famous, which I have never heard of. This is a Moore Green Mile overdrive pedal.
So you don't know what that is. Do you
I'm
associate green with any guitar pedals? It's fine to say no.
So, right, interesting. I was going to ask this, and this is an interesting point. So,
Yeah.
I've seen various guitar players with their pedal boards,
Yeah.
and was it Johnny Marr that I was watching the other day? And he had a pedal board, and he had all of the Boss pedals on,
Yeah.
and they were all a very specific colour,
Yeah.
and other ones on other people's boards that weren't Boss were the same colour, and it's like, you know, like that means this and that means this. I have no clue what means what, but I have noticed there is a colour theme.
There is a bit of that in pedal land, actually.
Right.
There is a bit of that. I know JHS, who are like one of the. Do you know Josh Scott, and do you know his channel?
I haven't watched much of it, but
so he does this thing where he does these sort of pedals just in plain white housing as a kind of a, because there's been a lot of growth in the sort of artistic design, hand painted pedals, but yeah, so, and I think that's kind of the last 10 years that you've had these really exotically designed, funny names, amazing. Some of them less funny than others. But yeah, so this is not a tube screamer, but this is a clone of an Ibanez tube screamer. Which is one of the most important pedals.
Tube screamer I have heard of.
You've heard of.
Yes.
So they're always green.
Right.
They're always green. So the classic, so the tube screamer was invented by Ibanez. Do you know where Ibanez are from?
No.
So they're a Japanese company.
Right.
Why are they called Ibanez? Do you know?
No.
Okay, so yeah, so they're a Japanese musical company.
Yeah.
But they started in the early 1900s as selling music, like sheet music. And then they started importing guitars into Japan.
Right.
And they were buying them because at the time most guitars were acoustic guitars. They were Spanish guitars, and they imported them from a Spanish manufacturer called Ibanez.
Wow.
And they stuck with that name once they started making them. So yeah, so this is Japanese made. It was released in 1979, and it's overdrive pedal.
Yeah. I remember you said you told me in the fuzz episode, which if you haven't seen it, go and watch it, about the level of distortion, overdrive, fuzz. Is that the right way around?
No, so overdrive is kind of the lowest one. Distortion's a bit heavier, and fuzz is
right. Okay.
So let's call it an overdrive pedal, although they can get quite dirty. This is pop. This is really wildly popular.
Yeah.
Some people say that it first became popular due to SRV, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
who this was a pivotal part of his tone. You know, he died quite young. I think he died in the 80s, late 80s, something like that. But everybody has used it. So SRV, Gary Moore, Kirk Hammett uses it. I think he might even run 2.
Yes.
But it's you can run it. You could play country, you can play blues, you can play metal, because it's a pretty chunky overdrive.
Nice.
You can get some heavy tones out of it. And that's it. I mean, it's on everybody's board. It's you know, we did the Klon last week. In fact, Bill Finnegan, who designed the Klon because he didn't like the Tube Screamer. He thought it did something to the mids that he wasn't, so it added too much to the mids, and he wanted something more subtle.
Right.
So this was the precursor to the Klon, if you like, and then Bill Finnegan tried to make it more subtle.
Right.
So that's it. So you see them everywhere. The original one was the TS808, Tube Screamer 808.
Right. Yeah.
It's been through various iterations. TS9 was the next one. There were loads of them, mini ones, big ones, small ones. They're all more or less the same. I don't have an original one. I have this, which is the Mua Green Mile. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Sweet.
Should we plug it in?
Let's do it. Yes.
All right, let's go.
Awesome.
So, some delay on that. And we'll start with the guitar. So again, I'm running my my SG just direct into the Tube Screamer clone, into an ABY box, into my Blackstar Amped 2, into a Marshall 1x12 cab. There's a slight bit of reverb from the Amped 2 in there. So this is my clean tone. Do you want to play? So this is everything set to 12. Put on vintage. Turn the level up a little bit. For me, that's more of a Tube Screamer. That's what a Tube Screamer does. I've taken some notes about settings. So, Stevie Ray Vaughan Pride and Joy setting is drive on 5, so kind of halfway, tone on 8, level on 6.
You say 8 and 6, what does that mean?
I think out of 10, that is. So not as in clock hours.
Okay, so that's probably 8 and 6.
So that's a bit more beefy. Gary Moore, loner tone, drive on 7. Tone on 7, so let's make that look a little bit. So that's supposed to be the sort of classic Gary Moore setting. And then Kirk Hammett is 10. Tone 4, this one's tone right.
Yeah.
Well, that level there. Classic Tube Screamer.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds right, yeah. Sounds right. Alright, let's get the old Trumpington on.
Switch me over.
Let's go for it. So, clean tone.
same as in previous videos, pTrumpet High Tech, which I said this in the first episode, but if you're a trumpet player and you are a brass purist, then I apologise, but this is a really good trumpet and sounds amazingly warm. It's got metal valves, even though it's made out of plastic, and it weighs absolutely nothing. I've nicked the valve tops off my Cannonball, which is my main trumpet. I've got my Dennis Wick Heavy Top 3 mouthpiece, which I've used forever, and Yamaha Silent Brass mute, practice mute, which has got a mic in it, through the same thing that JJ just said. Using this means that we get the full wet tone from the trumpet, so it doesn't dilute it with any trumpet sound.
Okay. In time.
There you go. Hit it.
Let's go green, baby. So this one's interesting, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
the tone. I'm not a big fan of tweaking the tone. I didn't like that at all.
No, likewise.
Um,
It feels a bit flat, like
yeah,
feels a bit empty.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's not doing.
It's
It's
just
not doing very much for the. Do you know what I mean?
It's like it's just messing up the signal,
Right,
And
yeah.
not adding any like the fuzz that we tried the first time.
Yeah.
That just does crazy stuff to the
Yes,
signal.
yeah, totally, yeah.
Like it or like it not, it's
Yeah.
doing something sonically interesting. The
Yeah.
clon just gives
That
a
was
cool
nice.
sound.
And, yeah, totally, yeah.
This
All the other ones, yeah.
There is this hot switch, so let's just play that again, and we'll try the hot switch. That a bit,
Yeah.
but it's not doing a lot for me.
It's just dull.
Yeah, it's alright with some delay. Give that all.
Everything sounds better with delay.
Yeah. Everything does sound better with delay.
It does. That's the answer then.
Yeah.
If you're going to play on one of these, play with delay.
Some delay.
If you're playing it through a trumpet, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be on my. It's very nice to play it and understand about it. I don't think I would buy one.
Oh, I'm using the wrong plectrum. I should be using the magic green plectrum. Since we're playing with the green pedal. So that sounds, this hot setting,
Yeah.
sounds very fuzzy to me. There's a lot of richness to it.
Contest of our ongoing contest of what sounds better on a trumpet versus a guitar, I think this one is wholeheartedly better on a guitar than a trumpet. But if you are a trumpet player and you have one of these on your pedal board, let me know what you think. Let us know in the comments what you use it with. Maybe you use it with something else. Maybe you use it with a delay, which you could get away with, but I don't think I would buy one of those just to play it with a delay when I've got a fuzz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I be honest with you?
Please.
About this pedal? I don't like tube screamers.
That seems like a very good place to end the video. Here endeth the lesson.
I have had a real tube screamer. Didn't really like it.
No.
I kept this copy because I thought, you know, I'm a guitar player. I have to have a tube screamer. Everybody loves tube screamers.
Yes.
I don't get on with them.
No. Well.
So I don't think it's this pedal. That's my point. Some people may think, okay, he's not liking it because it's not a proper, you know.
Yeah.
It's a cheap copy, but yeah.
All right.
For me, when I did like you know, side-by-side testing of this pedal with a proper tube screamer.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think about tube
yeah.
screamers?
What would you recommend? We've got to find the ultimate pedal one. So this is not, you're not buying one of these.
I'm not buying one of these.
Yeah.
You won't see one of these on my pedal board at a gig anytime soon.
Okay. We'll see what comes next.
We will, yes. Right. Thanks for watching. We will see you on another episode for another boatload of fun in the world.
I think guitar won that one. I
think guitar was definitely won that one, yeah. You've got to win one. I'll let you have one. Right. See you later. Cheers.
Yeah. Bye-bye.